Welcome back to AI Verdict, where we break down the latest in AI so you don't have to. All right, today we've got a real main event, the ultimate showdown between OpenAI's GPT 5.2 and xAI's Grok 4.1. Now listen, this isn't just another spec comparison. This is about helping you pick the right tool for the job, because honestly, choosing the wrong one could cost you big time, in time, money, you name it.
So let's be real. If you've been anywhere near the AI world, you're probably thinking GPT 5.2, right? Obvious winner. I mean, OpenAI has been setting the gold standard for years. But is it really that simple? As we're about to find out, the real answer is way more interesting than just crowning a single champ.
And that's because, and this is the key to this whole thing, they're built for completely different battles. It's like comparing a world champion powerlifter to an elite marathon runner. Yeah, they're both incredible athletes, top of their game, but you wouldn't ask the powerlifter to run 26 miles, right? Getting this difference is everything. All right, so to really get why they're so different, we've got to pop the hood and look at how they're actually built. Their fundamental design, their core philosophies, that's what dictates everything else. So let's dive in. Okay, first up, their basic structure. GPT 5.2, you can think of it as a mega agent. It's this one giant, incredibly powerful system that does everything. OpenAI basically packed all these complex tools, over 20 of them, into a single, super efficient model. Grok 4.1 is totally different. It uses what's called a mixture of experts. So instead of one giant brain, imagine a boardroom full of specialists. When you ask a question, only the relevant expert or experts light up to handle it.
Now, this is where things get really interesting, where they get their information. GPT 5.2 is like a massive, perfectly curated library. It's trained on a huge but static data set that stops in August 2025. It's all about reliable, vetted, historical knowledge. Grok? Well, Grok is drinking directly from the real-time fire hose of the internet through X. It knows what's happening right now. So you've got this classic trade-off. Rock-solid historical accuracy versus messy but totally up-to-the-minute information.
Okay, so this difference in how they're built and what they know leads to two completely different ways of, well, thinking. It's not just about the final answer, it's about the journey they take to get there. And that process totally changes what you get out of them.
GPT 5.2 uses what you might call System 2 thinking. It's slow, it's deliberate, it's meticulous. It sees a problem and goes, okay, step 1, make a plan. Step 2, execute the plan. Step 3, double-check everything. It's this super methodical, linear process that leads to incredibly reliable and consistent results.
And if you want proof of how well that works, check this out. A perfect 100% score on the Amy 2025 math contest. I mean, come on, that's not just getting things right. That's a demonstration of a system that is just ruthlessly precise, especially when it really, really matters. Grok, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. It's less of a step-by-step process and more of a parallel debate. Just picture a team of experts in a room, all throwing out ideas, arguing, critiquing each other, and refining concepts in real time. It's amazing for creativity and coming up with fresh angles. The only catch? Sometimes in its rush to be creative, it might overlook a simple detail that GPT's slow and steady approach would have nailed. So here's a simple way to think about it. Using GPT 5.2 is like having a meticulous accountant on your team. Every number is checked, every detail is verified. Working with Grok 4.1, that's like leading a high-energy, creative brainstorming session where the sparks fly and brilliant, unexpected ideas emerge from the chaos. Okay, so we know how they think, but what are they actually like to use? This is where their personalities and their unique toolkits really start to shape the whole experience. Talking to GPT 5.2 is like chatting with a super smart professional colleague. It's structured, it's reliable, and it gets the job done. Grok 4.1, though, is more like that witty, creative friend you bounce ideas off of. It's got a sense of humor, it's a bit irreverent, and it's not afraid to get into spicier topics with some personality. And their tools really reflect these personalities. GPT 5.2 has this huge, mature ecosystem. We're talking thousands of plugins for anything you can imagine. Plus, its legendary code interpreter. It's like a Swiss Army knife where you can attach any tool you want. Grok's approach is different. It's more about seamless built-in power. You get native voice chat, web search, and document retrieval right out of the box. No setup, no plugins, it just works. Okay, talk is cheap. How do these different approaches actually stack up in the real world? Let's get to the hard data and look at the numbers. When it comes to the heavy-duty technical stuff, we're talking graduate-level science, complex math, hardcore coding, GPT 5.2 is the clear winner.
It scores a massive 92.4% on the GPQ science benchmark. This just proves its dominance where precision and analytical power are non-negotiable.
But just when you think you've got it figured out, the tables completely turn. Look at the LM Arena leaderboard. This isn't a technical test. This is what real people, in blind tests, actually prefer to talk to. And for creative writing, general chat, and just having a good conversation, Grok 4.1 is number one. People just find it more engaging.
Next up, memory. How much information can they keep in their head at one time? GPT 5.2 has a context window of about 128,000 tokens. Now, to put that in perspective, that's like having it read a 200-page book and remembering everything. Pretty impressive, right?
Hold on to your hats. Grok 4.1 comes back with a staggering 2 million token context window. Look, this isn't just a bigger number. It's a completely different league. We're talking about feeding it an entire code base, a whole library of research papers, and having it understand the whole thing at once. It's a game changer. And what about coding? Once again, they have totally different styles. GPT 5.2's code interpreter is still the gold standard. It's like a self-contained lab where you can write, run, test, and debug code all in one place. Grok's coding swarm is more like a live pair programmer, working alongside you, offering suggestions, and often getting you to a working solution even faster. So, we've looked at how they're built, how they think, their personalities, and the hard numbers. What's the final verdict? Well, it's exactly what we said at the start. It's all about choosing the right champion for the right fight. We have to talk about money, of course. On paper, Grok's API is a bit pricier per million tokens. But here's the thing you gotta remember. Total cost isn't just the sticker price. If GPT 5.2 is more accurate for your task, you might actually save money because you're not wasting tokens on second-guessing and corrections. Okay, so this is it, the final verdict. Here's when to pick each one. You're going to choose GPT 5.2 for any high-stakes precision job. We're talking deep research, complex analysis, mathematical proofs, basically any time you absolutely, positively cannot be wrong. You're going to choose Grok 4.1 for engagement, for creative brainstorming, for fun and spontaneous conversations, for staying plugged into what's happening right now. It's your go-to when personality and fresh ideas are what you need most. So at the end of the day, it's up to you to decide which battle you're fighting. The big question is, which team are you on? Are you Team GPT, all about that precision and rock-solid reliability? Or are you Team Grok, championing creativity and that real-time connection? Let us know down in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think. And hey, if this helped you out, do us a favor and hit that like and subscribe for more deep dives